You guys like it every time I do my yard, and after all these years you enjoy it, so I'm gonna let this cycle through this song. And this is our last year at this house and our last year in Florida, so I hope you like it. It's similar, but it's always different, and I decided to do not a winter wonderland for the last 2 years at this house. And this is our 8th or 9th Christmas here. So it is our last year in Florida. Our last Christmas in Florida. We're not moving back home to Ohio, but we are retiring, so hopefully that you'll like this year. Similar, but maybe you'd enjoy this. It is a magical wonderland this year. Maybe I'll let a couple songs go. That's why I have 6 trees in the front yard. Not sure if you can hear the music. That's why I do it at night. Oh, this one's my favorite one. Part. That was my favorite part. I went with the Magical Wonderland this year because you guys notice the big tree is gone out of the yard. It had a disease, so hi Jess, or Mickey. It had a disease, so they had to tear it out. So if you guys notice, there is a big difference. There was no grass in the yard before, so there is no buffalo snow all over the yard. I completely ripped out the yard, and if you were on my Facebook page, you would have noticed that I redid the entire yard. My landlord finally allowed me. I tried to talk him into it the first year I was here, and he did not let me. I am known for having a green thumb like my mom, and if you knew me growing up, you knew my mother. So I bought the carriage last year, and I made it very magical this year. If you guys know Disney, that you know that the carriage at Disney World is just like this is the one that Cinderella goes around in the theme park. So, but it took me forever to find something to be pulled by. So this year I found a magical unicorn. So, and she is missing her brass teeth. Oh no, they're in her mouth. No, she's got her brass teeth in there. They slid. She has her brass teeth. Neighbor here gave her some brass teeth. He slid, but I was told she could not be a Floridian unicorn without brass teeth. Let her borrow the brass teeth. For some of you back home, you'd get a kick out of that, but she has brass teeth. She could not be a Florida magic horse without brass teeth. But she's got her gold brass teeth. So she has brass teeth. Now, of course, you guys would have noticed that, of course, in the window, there is the projector. The elves are making their toys right now with Santa Claus. They have the presents factory in there too. They're in there with Santa. And I did add garland. I have my double window garland holder, double door garland holder. That's my new piece this year. But that's actually my craft room right now. So I cannot craft at night as long as that is on. But I have different projector pieces. I have Illusion Screen, which I can't use, at least at this house. When I move, you're going to see it go high. And I'm going to leave it at that because I have big plans for a much bigger house. But I'm not going to reveal where we're moving to yet. But the buffalo snow in the yard is not an indication. But the landscape in the yard is. The twist between the pine and the tropical, I'll leave it at that. And then see if you guys can figure it out. Some of you do know, some of you do not. But I thought maybe that'd be kind of fun for you guys to kind of figure that out. So, yeah, last year I used about 90 bags of buffalo snow blanket. This year, I only used 14, believe it or not. I used a lot more the first year than I did this year. But it worked. I had to leave the hose in the yard because it is a brand new red maple tree. And I need to, it's still soft and supple, so I do need to actually water. But look how beautiful. But I did do, I had 6, it's not an expensive yard. I've had a lot of people tell me that I spent a lot of money on this yard, and I didn't. People have the misconception of how much money you spend on a yard. I did not. And yes, I put twinkle lights and fading lights, and I have them on different frequencies on how I go in and I change them. But I did not spend a lot of money on this yard. I do have a lot more yard stuff, but you gotta understand I'm used to having between a half an acre and 2+ acres of yard. But I do have a lot more stuff for yards. This is just a very tiny yard. This is probably one of my tiniest yards I've ever had. So I get to have more fun with it to an extent. But I did use bamboo. These are bamboo sticks. Very strong and sturdy. And these are my net lights. Now if you don't have net lights, it's okay. You don't need net lights. You can use the $2.44 regular lights at Walmart. This is just cheap $1 garland at the Dollar Tree. $1 bows. I did crimp them more and give them more of a style. And just $1 ribbon, wire ribbon, the way I did it, and I held it in. And then I do have some screws in here that I used from Halloween. I got them at clearance when I used them at Halloween to put my fencing together. Yes, I put my fencing together. So, and then I used some zip ties and some, they're bread ties, but they use them for gardening ties. But if you notice down at the ground, I did them in a very particular way with zip ties, and of course I'm from the north, so I'm smart and I use electrical tape. If you're from the north or you're anywhere where there's snow or water, you know to use electrical tape. My neighbor, I love Justin to death, but I've been on him about electrical tape. Yeah. I love Justin. He's great. Me and him. Yeah. I teased him when we got good rain the other day. Anyway, so up north, go ahead and laugh at my friend Justin. He's my boy though. He's 25. He knows that I treat him like he's my son. I like picking on him. But anyway, I used all the flowers in there. Those are the velvet flowers from the Dollar Tree. The tulle is also from the Dollar Tree. I made it a little more magical this year. I don't believe I'm going to have to worry about the velvet blanket or the snow. Like, I'm not going to be using buffalo snow blanket no more. Doesn't matter if I'm going to have snow, and I don't think I will, but it's possible. But yeah, so I'm going to let you guess where I'm going. Where there might be palm trees and pine trees. Desert plants. Birds of paradise. Crotons. So, I'm not going to do no guessing games or contests with it, but I'm going to let you guys' minds wander. Of course, it could be where there's clay, where there's grass. I'm going to let y'all wonder. But, of course, there is no unicorns, but I'd like to believe that. But you can see how I surrounded the window. I did get new garland. Last year I bought new garland. It was the first time I bought new garland in 15 years. Because I just didn't. And normally I recycle, and I did. I recycled most of mine. But you guys can see there what I did. I didn't get the arch of the roof. Just because that is the only gutter system they have. When I own houses, I love gutters. But I'm going to tell you something, when I own houses, I love nails when it comes to Christmas lights. Yeah, I'm not going there. But if it was my house, I would definitely use nails. That's just me. I'd already showed you the garage door by now. I'm not going to go into that. So I have my snow light. It took me forever until the other day. My husband finally found it like 2 nights ago. But this yard has already been done for like 2 weeks. And the neighbors have enjoyed it. I have 2 little kids next door that have, as you guys know, you guys heard me talking about them for the past, I don't know, year. I guess a year, because I played a little spirited neighbor last year. So I have had a lot of fun with them. Oh, I just see where I got a little place up at the top I got to repair. But of course, you guys know my mailbox. He was decapitated for a while. I bribed my neighbors with a big ass pot of chili to get a 6-foot piece of fishing line, because it is magnetic, but it has one of the handles back here. So yeah, I can't do that. So I eventually had to take out the plastic piece, but it's all right. He's cute. Everybody loves my mailbox piece, but I added some bow to him this year. I'll take some pictures and put behind it. Added some garland. I had some extra garland. But I love my house. Well, not my house. But I'll, the video to the garage door will be up before this, so it's cute. I love the house. I love how the house looks. I don't love the house. It's not my house. I would never buy this house. Even for my first starter house, my starter house in Akron was twice this size, and it had nothing to do with the basement. I mean, this house is about 1,200 square feet. My first house was probably 1,600 square feet without the basement. So, and the yard was much bigger than this one. So, yeah, I mean, it's cute. Maybe I should show you my garland, because I got new garland last year. I don't think I really got into my garland last year. And my wreath. I've been with my husband 26 years. Our first date was 26 years ago last month. And my mother-in-law got me that wreath. She almost died last year when I told her I still had the same wreath. Got a big old F in it. And I have had the same wreath for 26 years. 25 years. It's officially 25 years. I've been married 25 years. Almost 26 years. February would be 26 years I've been married. And I've had that wreath for 25 years. And I have redone it. And I told her, I said, she couldn't believe that I still have that same wreath. And I have redone it. And I will redo it until it dies. And last year I recycled everything I could, but my garland after 15 years had spun the bucket. It's too rusted out. But I've kept it all those years. And that's my new garland. You can see my Arlo camera up there. I was so mad because I got my garland up and I was ready to hook it up and half the lights were out. So I'd take it down, and it was one of those little beaded teeny weeny little light bulbs, and they have double lock system on it, and you can't really replace them, so I was not happy. But I want to show you the garland holder. Buy it on Amazon. It's the greatest thing in the world. No nails, no screws. Pops right up. Now, and I want to show you because I'm going to show you the front door or the front window. This is a single door or single window. They're like 50 bucks on Amazon. I swear by them because I'm going to show you by the door. It's really loud now over here because I got this one for the window. This is a double window. Love it. I undergrow. I put everything underneath, including the hose. You hear how loud it is? I've already contacted Alexa, telling them I love this view. But they need to get a music box because my old music box, I used to be able to put my own music to it, and I used it for Halloween. And I went looking because I had to repair it like twice, and it worked, but went looking for another one, and they didn't have it to where you could put your own music to it. It was pre-programmed like this one, so I couldn't use Halloween to it, so I had to buy this one. And now you can't even really get one. They have them, but it's like this one. But I tell you what, the way Alexa has all this stuff out, it wouldn't take much for them to do it. And let me tell you, everything in my damn house is Alexa, which is also, you know, you can name it Echo. If you guys only knew, my neighbors love it. They come into my garage and they like to screw with it. My brother gets on the phone and they screw with my system all over the house. You have no idea what my husband plans on doing to my final house. You guys seriously have no idea. Every light bulb, every connection in my house has already done this. And our rental. Seriously, you guys would have way too much fun in my house. This whole system out here is on Alexa. No joke. It's not, it doesn't have it out here per se that you can say it because it's in the garage, it's in my front doorway, but this is all programmed on Alexa. So, yeah. But my magical unicorn over there has gold teeth. Florida star. I was told she could not have anything but gold teeth because she's a Floridian magical unicorn. I know y'all laughing.